shortly. So today's session focuses on the foundation exercises. It also works around the feet and the hamstrings with a couple of new exercises in there too. Once again, we're going to need a resistance band and a foam roller for today. Okay, guys. So if I get you to stand up, head over towards your mat. We're going to start off with some pulse raisers. That's going to just wake up the legs, get them moving first for today. So feet nice and wide apart, just coming side to side, getting some additional movement into the legs. You will need a chair or wall for the next exercise. Here we go. So I'm a little bit lower, just touch the outside of the foot. And get going. Fantastic. Good group joining today. Looking good, guys. Fantastic stuff. Make sure you finish off the session and press a tick if you're watching it on replay as well. Okay, we're going to stand up and just lightly kick the legs back, just warming up those quads in front. Brilliant. Lift the knees up now and just wake up the tops of the hamstrings. Next exercise will need a chair, a wall or a table. So if you can grab that for us now, we'll head over there and we're going to kick those legs forwards and back. And off we go. Here we go. So the main key exercise ahead of the weekend. Ahead of back-to-back 5Ks for some. Ahead of park runs. Ahead of tempo runs. And other races too. Changing legs. Kicking out in front. As always with these, we look to tailor-make them to you. So we have the hips, we have the hamstrings, we have the feet. Some of the key things that were mentioned today. Have a little bit around the knees to protect the knees too, based on your feedback. Okay, side on now. Bring your leg across your body. Imagine you're drawing a line. Make sure you don't open or turn in your hips, so your hips are completely neutral. Looking forwards. The toes or the feet underneath are facing forwards too. And you kick across the body, just nice and relaxed. No pressure through those. Good, change legs. If you're doing this one right and you've got relatively tight hips or glutes maybe, you'll be able to feel that just through the top of the glute as you're leaning into it. I'm a little bit taller now through your stomach and chest and standing up, swinging that across the body. 3, 2, 1. Really good work, guys. Move that out of the way. Give yourself a bit of space for the next one. One leg forwards, toes facing up. We're going to scoop under and then changing legs. Repeat. Brilliant work. So with this one, there should be a light stretch behind the knee. Great work, team. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Looking good. Okay, bring your arms across your body. Got some newbies as well. Welcome to you. You bring the arms across the body, just waking up the shoulders, stretching out your mid back, and kick-starting the weekend. Bit of half marathons and challenges too. Brilliant work, team. Okay, bit of balance. Really tough to do often in the first thing in the morning if you're making most of this. But standing on one leg, bring the other leg up and just rotate the foot round. As you're doing this one, just think about what you're sort of squeezing to keep your core embraced. So is it the core? Is it the side of the core? How is your foot landing on the floor? Okay, change sides. Rotating round just in your favorite direction, one you're more familiar with. Brilliant, good balance, guys. Feel free to use the side if you need to. 3, 2, 1. Okay, same sort of thing for the ankles now. We're going to bring one foot back behind you and just going to rotate a small circle with the heel just to wake up those ankles. Head of some trail runs, or trail easy Sunday runs as well, or trail races. Try changing direction next. Same leg. I'm getting deeper and deeper into a hole here. So hopefully you guys are all right. I'm going to try the other side next. Once again, keeping the core embraced. Nice and tall, looking forwards. Change direction. Brilliant. Okay, so next up, we're going to take it onto a dynamic version. We're going to open and close the gate. What that involves is lifting your knee up like we did before with the toes. Bring your knee out to the side, back to the middle and down. Same leg, out to the side, back to the middle and down. Use your arms here for balance. Also keeping the core tight and tall. Chest also tall, looking forwards. Nice control, 1 to 2 seconds out, 1 to 2 seconds back, and down in the same place. Good. We've got one more on this side before changing sides. Good. Nice balance, guys. Okay, other side. Brilliant. Good. Keeping that controlled focus. It all comes through the core, specifically through that belly button region. Knee up. So come into the last few. Brilliant. Into the final one. Knee up, out to the side, back to the middle and down. Relax those legs, shake out those arms and rotate them back. Nice bit of height through the arms there. Good. And forwards. Lovely. Brilliant. And into a light jog on the spot. If you're having to be quiet today, just keep those feet nice and close to the floor and go for speed. Okay. And keep doing that throughout. If you're allowed to be a bit noisier, drive the knees up. Just get the heart pumping a little bit, the oxygen around the body. Before we come to some of our glute-based exercises and hamstrings as well. We will need a resistance band as we come down to the mat. So if you just head over towards your mat now. Perfect. Okay, guys, we're going to head down towards the mat. We're going to come onto all fours, hands forwards, hips down to the floor, and looking up towards the ceiling, stretching out the back. And then pushing the hips back, keeping the hands in the same position, dropping your chin down to your chest. And then lying onto the side and activating our glutes, relaxing your shoulder down, placing one foot in front of you by 0.5 meter or so, and lifting it directly up to the ceiling, stabbing the toe into the floor and repeating. Place your hand onto your glute or onto your hip, and the goal here is not to let that drop back. Keep that nice and neutral. The leg underneath is straight, and the goal here is not to let your heel come back to the relaxed leg on the floor. So you're going to be drawing exactly the same line in front of your body. As your hands onto your hips and your glutes, you can feel your glutes activating, so they're tensing a little and they're working. Lovely, guys. Keep that going. 3 more. Don't let the hips drop back. Relax the head down. Last one. Okay, bring it back on top of the other foot. Relax for a moment. Bring that behind the body and push your heel into the floor. At this point here, your hips are going to want to drop back and your chest is going to want to come up towards the ceiling. Keep your hand on the back of your glutes to stop that from happening, stop from rolling, and lift the toes up, heel into the floor, toes up to the ceiling, and repeat. Once again, no tension through the neck, so your head is relaxed. And what you're looking for here is drawing that same line without letting the hips drop back. Often for those that are relatively new to this exercise, this is the harder of the two, front and back. As we move into the last few seconds, 8 seconds now. Slowly pushing up, draw that same line. Don't let it change. Don't let the hips drop back. 2, 1, relax. Okay, guys, really good work. Change sides. Activating the glutes, essential for making sure the efficiency is on point ahead of the weekend. We start again in front, toes come down and up. We draw that line, get that starting point, hand in position, relax the head down. Nice and controlled, especially as the You come down into the drop down and just stabbing that toe into the floor. Great activation, guys. Keep that going. Looking good. Really nice control. Not about speed. Keep it nice and controlled. All of you looking fantastic there. Okay, last 3. You can do this. 2 and 1. And coming behind. But if this is really tough, then we need to do a bit more of it in our day. I recommend this on non-training days or non-intense training days. Okay, once again, hand onto the hip. Make sure it doesn't come back. You're going to put your heel into the floor and the toes are up. Temptation here, if the hips are tight or a little weak at the moment through the glutes, is to let the leg that's moving come forwards towards the other foot. I want you to try and keep it driven back through the heel, not through the hips. Not easy. As we come into the last 12 seconds of the glute activation, guys. Well done. Less than 10 now. Keep it controlled. Keep the face relaxed. No funny facial expressions. 3, 2, and last one. Okay, really good work, guys. Gently kicking up the legs into bicycle kicks. You're gonna need your resistance band for this next exercise, as we have an adaptation on the hamstrings and on the feet. Ideally, if you've got your slippers or shoes on, ditch those. If you've got socks on, you won't need socks for this next exercise either. Then regrets being outside. Okay, so for this next exercise, I'm going to get you to lift up your leg across your body and just touch your toes. Relax down and come back again. What you're going to do is just wake up those hamstrings. Keep the leg as straight as you can as you're bringing that laterally across the body. Just on one side, as you can see here. We're going to our standard hamstring stretch first of all. Hands behind the leg, hips are grounded, head is down, and you're going to straighten that leg for us. You've got your resistance band handy. If not, then we're just going to do additional stretches here at this exercise. Okay, next up, I want to get the resistance band, ideally a medium size resistance band. Just place that around the big toe. So it's just around the big toe. Okay. What you're going to do now is you're going to pull that big toe down and you're going to look to straighten the leg. Don't worry if the leg isn't too far towards your head. The most important thing is it's straight. If it's down here, that's fine as well. And you're pulling your toe back towards your leg. Apologies, back towards your body. Okay, guys, really good. As you do this stretch, you're going to feel a stretch either behind the knee. Make sure that leg is straight. Or along the sciatic nerve. It might feel like a light burning. This is completely normal. 3, 2, 1, relax down. Ditch the resistance band. Kick that leg back up and hold it straight as you can, just behind the leg. There'll be a slight bend at the knee in this stretch as we activate the hamstrings. Lovely. Point your toes up and down in this position. Nice. Okay. Last time on this side. Resistance band around the toes. Straight knee for me here. You can hold the back of the leg if you need to. You're going to pull those toes downwards. And as you pull the toes down, if the resistance band is not too strong, then actively look to bring the toes back in. If you don't have resistance band, actively look to pull the toes in. There. So that stretch behind the knee. Some people, even if you've got tight lower backs, might be able to feel it there. Okay, 2, 1, and relax. Last one here, straight leg, hands behind the leg, stretching out those hamstrings. Good work, team. Pointing the toes now towards the shins, away from the shins, 2 seconds in each. It's not about speed, it's about moving through that range of movement. Lovely job. We're going to come to the other side now. So just shake out that leg, Relax that down to the floor. Bring the other leg across to touch your hand dynamically and repeat. As you're coming across the body, waking up the hamstrings, specifically focusing behind the knee on this exercise here. Last 3, 2 more, and a final 1 before holding behind the leg, keeping the resistance band nearby, stretching out that hamstring. Just keeping the foot nice and still for the first one. Relax head, relax shoulders down. And breathe. Okay, resistance band comes out here. Around the toe. Perfect. And you're going to place that leg nice and straight, focusing on it, having it straight at the knee. If you need to, use the other hand for support. If not, use the resistance band as your focus. Bring your toes towards your body. Lovely job. Focus on making sure that knee is straight. Just double check it is straight, not on how far you can move your leg towards your head. 3 seconds, 2, 1, relax there. Hold it behind the leg, and now this time putting your leg close towards your body. Maybe have a slight bend at the knee, that's fine, but keep it as straight as you feel is comfortable. And point your toes towards the ceiling and then towards the shins. Taking 2 seconds in each, nice and slow and controlled. Three seconds, 2, 1. Resistance band comes back around the toe. Leg goes nice and straight. Toes come down towards the shins. Leg is straight at the knee as mentioned. Hips are grounded. Fantastic work, guys. Okay, really good work. We're going to take the resistance band off. Last stretch now through the hamstrings. Leg nice and straight. A bit further towards the head. Hips are grounded. Great work, team. Really good stuff. Staying on your back here, just get rid of the resistance band. So we're going to come with your hands either side of your body. You're going to push your hips up into a glute bridge, which is going to be straight from your shoulders to your knees, and just embracing the core. Hands onto the buttocks. Just check both of those are tense and working effectively here. So this is a standard glute bridge and level 1 for today. Okay, holding that position, double check on the glutes. Working effectively as you touch yourself up. Okay, relax down. Stay at level 1 if you could feel a little bit of tightness through those. That felt like the top end of your level for the glutes today. Otherwise, we're going to bring them back into a level 1 position. Like I say, stay here or take on level 2, which is going to place one leg in front of your body straight with your knees touching. So this will engage a little bit here through the glutes and a little bit more through the quads. And importantly here, you're going to still keep a straight line. The hips aren't going to drop down. They're going to stay nice and tall. 3, 2, 1, drop down. Come back to level 1. Into that glute bridge. And if you like, you can place the other leg out, knees together, ensuring that the hips, as you look down towards your feet, the hips are dropped down in a divot. They're nice and straight from your foot right down towards your shoulders. Lovely, and bend that knee, come down. One more on each side, so back to that original position. Keep at level 1, that feels best. If not, place the leg out in front, holding that position. Great form, double check on the glutes, they're still there. Getting more toned and stronger and activated. 5 seconds, 4, 3,
2, 1, drops down. Light stretch here, guys, that's good. Light strength 2. Back to level 1 for the last time. Opposite leg goes out, also for the last time. And we activate those glutes. Keeping that form there. The core is tall, in line, knees together. Ankle right down to shoulders, a nice straight line. 3, 2, 1, fantastic. Okay, just kicking out your legs, waking those up. Today we're going to sit up onto your mat.
Great stuff. Feet are going to come together, hands onto your ankles, elbows into your knees. And all I want you to do on this one is just gently push the knees up and down, whilst staying nice and tall through your chest and core. The main theme of today. Have you noticed that, guys? Tall through chest and core. Do this and you will run those hills a little faster, a little further. You will also be able to have greater control at the end of a long distance run. Okay, guys, hands onto the ankles, elbows into the knees, heels a little bit close to your body. Push the knees down, feel that stretch on the inside of your legs. Lean forwards. Brilliant work. Okay, relax there. If you can, bring the heels a bit close to your body. Hands back onto the ankles, elbows into the knees for the last time, leaning forwards onto this stretch. Brilliant work, team. Okay, one leg straight in front of the body. The other leg's going to come across, hold the outside of the knee and pull that across to your shoulder. Now, of course, there's a progression on this, which is the front leg being bent. I always start off with this stretch just because it tells you, do I feel much through the glutes, or are they quite flexible? You're going to look in the opposite direction to the way that you're pulling the knee. And we're going to stay on the same side. And if that stretch felt quite sort of, not quite sort of hitting the spot, we're going to bend that front knee into a 90-degree angle in front of the body. Bring the leg across the body. Now your knee should be in line with your belly button here without leaning across to a side. 90-degree angle. And then just pull that knee across to the opposite shoulder. 90-degree angle at the knees. Very good. Look in the opposite direction, get a bit more of a stretch out of that one. Lovely job. Go to the other side. Leg out in front, leg across the body, coming over. The next exercise after this one will involve your foam roller, so have that nearby. Or shout at somebody to throw it at you. Get the cat to go collect it. Anything that you need there. There we go. Or the dogs, of course. Indeed. Okay, so bending that front leg. Be really talented. Training your dogs to foam roller. So bringing that straight over there, bringing that right across the body. You've got that 90-degree bend at the leg in front, in line with the belly button. Looking away from the direction that you are stretching. Fantastic work, guys. Okay, nice stretch for the back. Next, we're going to place both our legs in front of you. Foam roller comes onto the back. I just want you to lean back onto the foam roller. Elbows into the floor like a reverse plank. And just slowly roll either side down your spine. And start to place your hands above the head as you get to your mid-spine and right up to your shoulders. Good. Just coming forwards and back onto that foam roller. Brilliant. We're going to spin it around and just get some movement into the quads next. So for this one, you're going to need a bit of space behind you. We're going to place your just above the knee. So this section here, just above the knee, we're going to place onto the foam roller. Hands are going to be relaxed down on the floor. If the hands or the fingers are hurting at the moment, go into a fist position. And I'm going to roll through the middle of your quadriceps, the top of your thigh, and slowly walk back with your hands whilst maintaining the pressure downwards onto the foam roller. You can come down to your elbows if that feels easier. And importantly, this is going to take 3 to 5 seconds to roll out to the top of your hips. Back to the original position and repeat through the middle of the quads. This should be 70% of maximum force down. You shouldn't be putting any funny faces at this stage. Down to the bottom. Okay, great work, guys. We're now going to come onto the same leg, but just onto the inside. So you can do this just by facing towards the foam roller. Just above the knee again, we're going to start to roll through. Make sure you're on the edge of the foam roller. Through those, taking the same sort of time. This might be a little bit tighter if you've been rolling your foot in your running gait. And it's a little bit more challenging to move through, especially if you've got carpet. Okay, come back up. We're going to repeat that one again on the same side. Lovely. Okay, move on to the other side. So that's just the inside being done today. You can do that also on the outside by turning away from the foam roller. Place your leg on top. Rolling through 3 to 5 seconds. Coming down into a plank if you like. Brilliant. Repeating that movement back to the original position, just above the knee. Moving through. Well done, guys. And the last one today is going to be going onto the outside of the leg, or the inside, apologies, inside of the leg, and just rolling through. Lovely. Final one, inside of the leg, facing towards the foam roller, rolling through, pushing up with your hands and your legs, and relax there when you finish that one. Okay, guys, so in terms of those, that is that done for today. As Ben grabs the drink and bits as well and comes across from there. Fantastic work, all of you guys. That was the feet, the quads, the hamstrings, and a few exercises on the foundation exercises too completed. Good luck for those running at the weekend.